Hey everybody, this is Trisha. Hey, I was just getting on here real quick. We've had some of our some questions. People have questions often about how to buy freezer beef, like what kind of weights you're talking about, how much you're going to get out of it, and that kind of thing. And I just spent a couple days over with our butcher getting some beef cut up, and I helped actually do that for a couple days, which I learned a lot, and that was a lot of fun. But anyhow, I came home with a whole beef, and I thought I would take a minute to kind of show you people what to expect when you get a whole beef. As you know, you don't have to buy a whole beef from us. We can do halves, wholes, or quarters. But so if you were to get a quarter of a beef, for example, you would get a fourth of pretty much every portion of the animal. But today I'm going to show you kind of what to expect. So this animal was a steer, and I don't remember exactly what the live weight on it was. I want to say it was about 12 to 1,300 pounds maybe. I think the hanging weight on it after it was butchered and hanging on the rail, as they call it, when the hide's been removed, the guts are removed, all that, was about 775 pounds. And out of that, I ended up with almost exactly 391 pounds of beef. And sometimes you can end up with a little bit more, sometimes a little less. It kind of depends on how much fat you like in your hamburger and just how much gets trimmed off and things like that. So there's a lot of variety in that. But anyhow, I wanted to show you kind of what that much meat looks like. So I have, I'm going to go over here to my freezer, and I've started to load my freezer, and I'm going to just show you quick what, so right now all I have in here is the hamburger and the roasts. So I've got, you can see I had our hamburger packaged, part of it in plastic and part of it in paper. And then I've got some beef ribs sitting here. I got 3 big packages of beef ribs on top of there. I've got some packages of stew meat down in the bottom. And right there is all of my roasts. And then I'm going to finish loading up my freezer with the steaks that are sitting over here. And so I'm going to go over here and show you kind of, just so you have, sorry, get some better light here, some idea. There was about 200 pounds of burger out of that, and around 75 pounds of roast. I get my roasts cut pretty large because we serve some pretty big crowds sometimes. So I have some bigger roasts, but that whole box that you saw was roast, about 76 pounds. The short ribs, there was about little over 14 pounds worth of short ribs. And then there was right around 11.5 pounds of stew meat there. And then what's left is all steaks. We have sort of a variety. I can't figure out how to turn this camera around, sorry. But anyway, so I'm going to try to show you the steaks that I've got. So these right here are all rib steaks. We've got chuck steaks. These are all sirloins. As you can see, there's quite a little of that. This section right here is all cube steak, and then these are all T-bones. Now, of course, you can get things cut lots of different ways. You can have more roasts, fewer roasts, if you don't want to have everything cut up into steak. But this is how we kind of like to feed our family. We're big steak eaters, so we eat a lot of steak and a lot of roast, and a lot of hamburger. But anyhow, I just thought I'd run through that real quick for you, just so you get a really quick overview of what you could expect with the whole beef. And if you have any questions, I guess you can find out how to reach me on our website at wholesomebeefdirect.com, and or you can call 844-406-BEEF. Thanks for your time. Bye.